Okay, let's move on to the third point.
Shoot.
So, how can I improve vocabulary and or spelling? Vocabulary or spelling.
Right. Look, when you say spelling, the best way to improve spelling is reading.
Reading.
You have to read. The more you read, the better. Now, you might tell me, well, look, we don't have time to read. We're busy. We have busy lives. I got work. Well, look, buy some English magazine. You're on a train. What are you going to do on a train? You're going to play games with your mobile phones? What are you going to do? You're going to chat with somebody? Take half an hour of your time to sit there and read daily. Establish a routine. Create a routine for yourself. Sit down every day and read for half an hour.
Half an hour is enough.
Okay?
Yeah.
You should not read, very long articles or very long books. Start with small articles, right? Small books. And don't change the books very often. Pick the same book and read it, over and over again. Yes, because what that does, the more you see the same word, well, the more likely it is that you're going to remember what that word looks like.
You find the patterns.
Yeah, exactly. You find the patterns. And that's what I did when I was in Lebanon, because that's where I'm from. I started when I was 21 years old, as you told your audience already. But I was 21 years old, and I was elementary. I was really weak in English. I was very, very bad. And I had to pass that TOEFL test. And I knew that I needed to focus on one unit of content. I needed to pick one book, one piece of writing that I can focus on and try to see the patterns, the same patterns. So I found that beautiful book, and that was just luck, right? I found that beautiful book called The Fountainhead, right? The Fountainhead. And I read it, and I fell in love with the story. And not that I understood anything the first time I read it, but I kept reading it. Every time I read it, I understood a bit more. And I was using my dictionary at the same time. And so I read it 6 times in total. 6 times in total. I was getting obsessed. I was going nuts. My mom was shouting, from the living room, come out of your room, you could have lunch. Nah, I'm reading, leave me alone. I want to go to Australia. I gotta pass the test, right? And so as I was reading the book, I started to remember what the words looked like. And I remembered the grammar rules better, right? And I remembered a lot of words that there's no way I would have remembered if I hadn't read that book constantly, right? Day in, day out. So I think picking one piece of writing and read it over and over again, it will help your grammar, your vocabulary, and your spelling, of course. Absolutely. Promise. Do what I say.
Great.